when Abraham was old, and God promised him that he's going to have a family and he have many descendants. His wife was barren, and when the Lord came and spoke to him, he says to Abraham, "Is anything too hard for God?" Because he heard Sarah laughing. She was cracking up. He's telling him that she's going to be a family of many, and he says, "Is anything too hard for God?" Amazing. We don't know how, I don't want to use the word lucky, how blessed we are to have, I'll call him a tupuna, an ancestor, that we can reflect back and see how God had blessed him. And why aren't we the blessed? Because we are following it. We are part of his descendants. We are the beneficiaries of those descendants of Abraham. And you know, some of the things, attributes about Abraham, when I read them all the time, man, there's a lot of angels around. There's a lot of angels that are, I've never seen the scripture where talking about angels, the angel of the Lord, the angel of the Lord, right throughout. And I go back to that scripture again. I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and I will make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I'll bless them that bless thee, and I will curse him that curse thee, and in thee shall all families on earth be blessed. I'll go back to that again. Now, I remember watching the breakfast show when Paul Henry was he was still on air at the time, and he made this comment. He said, Australia is known as the lucky country. Is the word lucky? It's the lucky country. Well, maybe so. Or maybe it was blessed. You know, I've over the years I've been backwards and forwards over there, and it's somehow or other seems like it is. But I'll come back to that story later. I want to carry on with the attributes of Abraham. You know, I've just being part of the study group is really studying this word of Abraham has really opened my eyes up to why I am where I am, and we are, and where you are, where you are. Because you've got that hereditary right to be blessed. It's yours. God promised it for you. I'd like to go on into the what sort of person, and I'll bring Job in now, and I want to comment on, and a bit more back on Abraham, but no, I want to comment on Job, on his integrity. Because to be blessed, you know, you got to have a bit of integrity. Because people see you for who you are. You can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool people all of the time. That was a quote they always used to say to Matt Ryder, because he had a silver tongue. And he can use it very eloquently. And when us young people would stand up and challenge him, all the people would sit down, boy. That's our chief. That carried on for years. But I like this one of Job. I want to talk about Job now. If we go to Job's scripture, Job. I'll read this out. Job chapter 2. Okay. I want to read this out of my version, From my and please allow me to read it right down to 5, because I really want to hear it, so you can hear it. And my version is a bit, I don't know, it's just different from yours. Some of the words even I can't pronounce, actually. Again, there was a day when the sons of God would come to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. The Lord said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro to the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said to Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that thou is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man? The word upright. One that feareth God. And this word, and what's that word? Mine is, I'll spell it to you, because if I can't pronounce it, see if you can. Escheweth, Ethus. What's your version say there? Shun. So that's another word for shun. I've never heard that before. To shun evil. And still he holdeth fast his integrity. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for skin, ye all that a man hath will give for his life. But he put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, he will curse thee to thy face. I like that part. When, all the angels come before God and Satan is amongst them, and God says, did you notice my servant or my son Job? That's a father saying how proud he is, because he knows his heart. And now Satan says, yes, I've seen your son. I've been there, up and down. I see he's up and down the earth. And God said, did you notice my son? That's the thing that really gets me, He's a father. He's proud of his, this could be you, today. Sitting right there. Your father, proud of you. I don't know your first name, but just say, Dion. Did you notice my son Dion? That's the sort of father you have. Or Amarangi. Or Dave. Did you notice my son Dave?